1. When training a new Axis technician to configure network cameras, which instructor action best supports adult learning principles? A. Providing a long lecture before allowing any hands-on practice. B. Allowing learners to adjust camera settings immediately with guided coaching. C. Requiring learners to memorize product manuals before touching equipment. D. Limiting questions until the end of the session. 2. During a skills evaluation for camera focusing procedures, which method ensures the most accurate measurement of competency? A. Asking the learner to verbally describe the steps. B. Allowing the learner to perform the task while the evaluator uses a checklist. C. Using a group discussion to estimate task knowledge. D. Having peers score each other informally. 3. When designing a curriculum module on Axis IP addressing, which approach improves knowledge retention? A. Presenting all theory first, then the practical activity days later. B. Integrating short practice tasks immediately after each concept. C. Using only written assessments at the end. D. Providing learners a full subnetting chart without explanation. 4. A technician reports difficulty upgrading firmware on multiple Axis devices. As a mentor, what is the most effective response? A. Correct the error for them to avoid disrupting workflow. B. Provide a clear model demonstration, then observe their retry. C. Give them a link to documentation without further guidance. D. Assign the task to another technician. 5. When coaching a team on cybersecurity protocols, what communication technique improves clarity and compliance? A. Giving only verbal instructions. B. Using simple language plus visual demonstrations of secure login steps. C. Sending a long email with technical wording. D. Asking learners to figure out protocols independently. 6. A technician mistakenly assigns duplicate IP addresses during installation. Which feedback style best aligns with professional communication? A. Criticizing the technician in front of peers. B. Privately explaining the error and guiding correction. C. Ignoring the issue to maintain morale. D. Sending a group message highlighting the mistake. 7. When evaluating a learner's ability to use Axis Device Manager, what is the strongest performance assessment? A. Multiple choice exam only. B. Observation of real-time device configuration tasks. C. Written reflection on learning experience. D. Group presentation on product features. 8. A new technician prefers learning through experimentation. How should the trainer adapt? A. Require strict adherence to lecture-only sessions. B. Incorporate exploratory exercises using actual devices. C. Assign only written reading materials. D. Limit practice time to reduce risk. 9. While creating training for Axis camera mounting safety, what ensures regulatory compliance? A. Using internal guidelines only. B. Integrating local safety regulations and manufacturer requirements. C. Relying on technician preferences. D. Demonstrating shortcuts that save time. 10. In a troubleshooting workshop, which activity most effectively reinforces learning? A. Watching the trainer solve all problems. B. Giving learners realistic malfunction scenarios to diagnose. C. Reading connection diagrams silently. D. Memorizing firmware lists. 11. A technician struggles with PoE power calculations. Which mentoring strategy is most effective? A. Provide structured guidance, then assign a practice calculation set. B. Redo the calculations for them. C. Tell them to re-watch the training videos. D. Wait for them to improve without intervention. 12. During a performance review, what feedback method builds confidence and promotes growth? Focusing only on errors. B. Using balanced feedback highlighting strengths and corrections. C. Only discussing strengths. D. Giving vague suggestions. 13. When designing an assessment for thermal camera setup, which principle ensures validity? A. Questions should reflect tasks technicians actually perform. B. Include unrelated general knowledge items. C. Ask only theoretical questions. D. Use items that do not match learning objectives. 14. A trainer wants to improve technician engagement during VMS integration training. What is the best approach? A. Delivering more lecture slides. B. Adding live demonstrations and learner-led practice. C. Reducing opportunities for questions. D. Extending the session length. 15. Which communication practice best supports clear handover between technicians? A. Verbal summary only. B. Documented notes including device settings and changes. Reliance on memory. D. Leaving updates unrecorded if the shift is busy. 16. A trainee incorrectly configures camera roles in Axis Camera Station. What corrective approach maximizes learning? Showing the correct settings, then letting them reconfigure independently. B. Fixing it without explanation. C. Using complex technical terms to emphasize accuracy. D. Waiting until final assessment to address the issue. 17. Which method improves long-term recall of installation procedures? A. Repeated reading of manuals. B. Hands-on repetitions spaced over multiple sessions. C. Watching videos only. D. Taking a single written quiz. 18. To comply with data protection regulations, technicians must A. Access client footage only when authorized. B. Download footage for personal review. C. Share login credentials to simplify teamwork. D. Store passwords on shared notes. 19. A technician mentor wants to support self-directed learning. Which action is most aligned? A. Assigning rigid tasks with no choice. B. Offering optional practice labs and reference guides. C. Restricting learners from exploring device menus. D. Limiting learning to formal classroom time. 20. Which evaluation method best measures a technician's troubleshooting skills? A. Oral questioning. B. Scenario-based practical exams. C. Written definition. D. Random guessing tasks. 21. During curriculum development for Access Network Basics, what should the trainer identify first? A. Test questions. B. Learning objectives. Slide colors. D. Instructor preferences. 22. When resolving a conflict about installation procedures, which communication strategy is most effective? A. Interrupting to assert authority. B. Listening actively and clarifying each viewpoint. C. Ignoring both parties. D. Assigning blame immediately. 23. A training session includes diverse skill levels. What instructional strategy is most effective? One pace for all learners. Differentiated tasks for beginner and advanced learners. C. Only teaching advanced content. Only teaching basic content. 24. A technician repeatedly uses outdated firmware files. Which regulatory compliant action should the supervisor take? A. Allow outdated files to save time. B. Reinforce update policies and require current versions. C. Ignore unless a major issue occurs. D. Allow each technician to choose preferred firmware. 25. Which instructional method strengthens problem-solving skills for large Axis camera systems? A. Group case studies simulating real projects. B. Memorizing product names. C. Reviewing marketing materials. D. Silent reading sessions. 26. When giving instructions for camera calibration, clarity is improved by A. Using step-by-step instructions with demonstrations. B. Using vague descriptions. C. Speaking quickly to save time. D. Avoiding questions from learners. 27. A technician must train a new colleague. What mentoring technique improves skill transfer? A. Modeling the task and providing guided practice. B. Letting the trainee learn without support. C. Giving only verbal explanations. D. Assigning reading material only. 28. Which approach ensures that assessments remain reliable? Using consistent scoring criteria across evaluators. B. Allowing each evaluator to use personal judgment. C. Changing rubrics mid-session. D. Scoring based on learner popularity. 29. When documenting installation findings, which practice ensures professional communication? A. Clear written notes with accurate device data. B. Writing only partial details. Using slang terms. D. Leaving sections blank for later. 30. A technician is preparing cameras for a high-security facility. What is the most compliant action? A. Disabling security features for faster setup. B. Enabling encryption and secure authentication. C. Sharing admin passwords with all staff. D. Skipping security verification steps. 31. In adult learning, which factor most increases motivation? A. Content connected to real job tasks. B. Irrelevant theoretical topics. C. Information unrelated to goals. D. Long memorization lists. 32. Which assessment tool best checks a technician's ability to configure user permissions? A. Practical configuration task. B. True-false quiz. C. Vocabulary test. D. Pure guessing game. 33. What is the best method to reinforce correct cable management procedures? A. Guided practice followed by feedback. B. Verbal description only. C. Allowing all methods equally. D. Showing pictures without context. 34. A curriculum designer wants to improve course sequencing. What should they apply? A. Logical progression from simple to complex tasks. B. Random topic order. C. All complex tasks first. D. Repeating the same topic multiple times. 35. The most ethical way to handle access to network credentials during training is to A. Provide temporary training-only accounts. B. Give trainees full access to live systems. C. Share client passwords. D. Use a single shared admin account.